If I know how to read the Bible, then I claim I know God better. If I know how to sing, I claim I know God better. As Christians of today, we believe in the ways, but we are denying it in action. We are claiming in the way that we are Christians, but we are denying in action. It is not somebody who can say you are not a Christian, but your action is something which is going to make people to know that you are not a Christian. We are pretending we are Christians, but we are denying God with our action. And people, they are coming to know who we are through our action. This is why we need to know God better. We need to know God better to discover ourselves. Have you discovered who you are yourself? If you need to know God better, you need to discover yourself. You don't need people to say those are the Christians. You need to discover yourself today. You need to know who you are today. Because we are in this world for a short period. Before you discover who you are, if God comes today, are you going or you remain? We need to discover who we are. But today, people, we are not discovering who we are, but we are helping our neighbors to discover who they are. But today we are talking, we need to discover who we are ourselves. And then keep your heart. When you discover who you are, you need to keep your heart. How can I keep my heart? With disappointments. How can I keep my heart? With the problems I'm passing through. As a Christian, before you discover yourself, you need to keep your heart. These are the major points which is making people to leave the work of God, because we are not keeping our hearts, but we are discovering ourselves wrongly. We are failing to understand who is God, but we want to discover somebody who is. But today they are saying, keep your heart and discover who you are. Who knows who he is here today? Ask yourself where you are. Do you know who you are? Or maybe you need somebody to identify you who you are. Even the singers today, there are those who knows who they are. There are those who can sing today, Bako, soprano. Tomorrow they'll sing auto. Other day bass. Because they don't know how to discover who they are. Today I'll stand as a prophet. Tomorrow I'll stand as a traditional leader. Other day I'll stand as an advisor. In every angle I need to find myself there. Which means I have not discovered myself who I am. Matthew 15 verse 8 to 9. As we are saying, the theme of today is keep your heart. How can I keep my heart? The theme of today, keep your heart. Somebody can count the word for us. Matthew 15, reading 8 to 9.
Matthew 15, verse 8 to 9.
The Bible reads, those people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. They worship me in vain. Their teachings are merely human rules. Amen.
Amen.
That is, they are more concerned about external things while their heart their hearts are being occupied with other things. We are standing today to preach, honoring God with our lips, but inside our hearts we are different with what we are doing. We may come in the house of God today and I'll stand to preach, but what is behind my door, it is something else. Many today are Christians on the work on outside, but not inside. They go to church, singing, worshiping songs, save others, pay tithes, but on the inside, that is in their hearts they are not. We stand to preach. We stand to share the memories. We stand to give. But what is inside us is different with what we are doing. I may be a rich man, but while I don't know God, I'm like a baby who doesn't know how to speak. A rich man who doesn't know the destiny, the vision, the focus. They spend their money in sickness, in troubles. They think they are giving, while